Let's contemplate the idea of alignment, the understanding that there are different dimensions to a human existence, and that not always easy, but somehow we need to find a certain degree of harmony between them so we feel harmony overall. Let's first feel the body. We're sitting comfortable, we're sitting upright, even if you are resting on the chair or the sofa, we feel the spine straight. We feel the outer frontier of the body, we feel the skin, but there is also an awareness of the three-dimensional space that is folded or enclosed within the skin, the warmth, the continuous vibration that we feel, maybe the blood flowing through the veins, the nervous system communicating, bridging different points of our physical existence with one another, regulating all other systems. We feel the heartbeat and we feel the breath, the alternation of inhale, exhale, like a beat of life, like a pulsation of life coming in and out of me, reminded me that this inner physical dimension, it is in fact open, permeable. Maybe there is a little pain, maybe there is a little discomfort, maybe there is an old injury, maybe I feel good. There is space for any feeling in the body, really. I sit calmly with whichever feeling might be coming. In the body, from the body, within the body, there is a dimension of emotion, of feeling. There is a certain color to our existence that is changing moment to moment, that most often is undefinable, and even when we define, tends to feel like a simplification of sorts so we can communicate. This will include sadness and joy and excitement, fear and confusion and anxiety and desire, and a bunch of other names that we use to approximate, and emotional experience of the reality that I'm living through. We tend to be quite reactive to this dimension. We tend to be quite squirmy with the uncomfortable feelings and try to slip into the better ones as soon as we can. But not always we use the most efficient strategies. Sometimes the initial step is a negation of the feeling, and by doing that we are sometimes strengthening the feeling. So I suggest for this practice to, through body and feeling around it, inside it, creating it, being affected by it, it's the mind dimension. Memory and anticipation, data, learned behavior, neurological connections, preset beliefs, accumulated habits. A very powerful tool to contextualize, understand, and interpret reality. A tool also that often almost claims independent existence. We observe mind. We see how it moves. We see how it creates interpretations. We witness. We try not to follow, but to witness. Not to chase the thought chain, but to observe it. Surrounding all this, we have the dimension of circumstance, the story of us, my age, my passport, my profession, my gender, my social status, my financial abilities, the people in my life, the relationships in my life, my house, my garden, my pets. This human microcosmos that I have created around me, to which I am continuously relating as if it was solid, as if it was almost an entity on its own. The reality is that this dimension, this practical dimension, is in continuous change, and it is a change that is affected by the color of my interaction, an area where we see manifested our highest potential and sometimes our biggest fears. And it is there not to inflict pain into me. It is there for me to learn the skill of playful interaction with life. My body, my feelings, my mind, my circumstances, my, 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 my. Who does all this belong to? I say my. I claim possession. I claim an independent existence of me and of that which I possess. The last dimension I wanted to talk to you about today is the dimension of, I'll call it in two different ways, the dimension of the soul, the dimension of uncertainty. By admitting to a healthy degree of uncertainty about the solidity of who I think myself to be, all of it, by allowing a soft questioning, the possibility of a question mark, the chance for a sincere admittance of not knowing what really is going on, not knowing what really life is, not knowing who I really am. By doing that, I create a porosity, a permeability into the otherwise solid structure, hard structure. And it is through those little cracks, like the poets have said many times, it is through all those little cracks that the light gets in. The dimension of curious inquisitiveness into the nature of reality and therefore the nature of me, not a peripheric part, but a central one. The acknowledgement that I don't know. Is alignment necessarily a successful integration of all these parts and an assurance that me, including my doubt as a whole, am walking in a predetermined, correct direction? I would say no. The starting point is an awareness of all that I am and an allowance for all of it to exist without being pushed away, without being pushed down, but to sit with my body, my breath, my feelings, my thoughts, my memories, my aspirations, my circumstances, my age, my gender, my bank account, my problems, my relationships, my people, my hopes, my dreams, my questions, my doubts. I'm fully aware of all the layers. Smile calmly. Feel a yes in my heart. A yes to life as a whole. And a yes to me. Small me, big me, confused me, imperfect me, illusionary me. A smile that means a cessation of the hostilities between the different dimensions that I am. May you have a beautiful day. And if it is tricky, if it is difficult, it happens sometimes. Smile a little, breathe a little. Tomorrow will be another day.